The Table is Yours podcast contains content that may not be suitable for some audiences, such as themes of violence, swearing, sexual language, alcohol, and death. Please, if any sequences or episodes are ever triggering or uncomfortable in any way, we ask you to take a pause from the episode or skip it entirely. It is important that our table is a safe space for everyone, including you.
The Table is Yours podcast is a role-playing adventure show where a bunch of friends around a table and through video call play tabletop role-playing games like Dungeons and Dragons. Together, we hope to bring the joy and fun of our game to you, wherever you are, as if you're part of our table. For when you're sitting, creating, and playing with us, the table is yours.
Hello, and welcome to The Table is Yours, a role-playing adventure show where a bunch of friends sit around a table and through video call to play Dungeons and Dragons. I am your lovely GM, your DM, your best friend, Con Riley, and my pronouns are they, them. You can follow me anywhere at Kryles. And today our fun facts are going to be one of our favorite comfort shows that we like to watch a lot. Mine is the Emmy-winning show Schitt's Creek. But let's go around to our filmography friends, starting with Vic Schmidt.
Hi, I'm Vic. I play Resident Rat Boy Terrence Stannis, or I play Goblin Boy
Number one.
Goblin Boy number one. My pronouns are they, them. Terrence's pronouns are he, they, and yeah, is that all the information? You can follow me at Vic_Gene__. My favorite comfort TV show is probably Bob's Burgers. I've seen it so many times.
Hi, I'm Andrew. I play Wash. Pronouns are he, him. Wash is currently in the body of Grubnub, the Goblin. I forget the rest of things I say, but my favorite comfort show used to be Scrubs, but I think it's now just Lovesick, which is on Netflix. It's a British, I guess, rom-com. Love it so much.
Good.
The music choice is fucking on point.
Impeccable. It's a very, very good show.
Hey everybody, I'm Heather Lore. I play Shay Erebos, Shadow Elf Rogue plus maybe something else, Sorcerer. And you can find me on Instagram at Land of Lore. My comfort shows changed a lot. When I was younger and through the past few years too, I guess, is Farscape and Stargate SG-1. Fantastic. Those will probably be my comfort shows forever. But right now I've been on a really good Owl House and like She-Ra and Gravity Falls.
Hi, I'm Sydney. I play Codex Theory. She is currently a goblin. I was wrong last week. I am going to commit to a goblin voice and you'll see what it is this session.
Oh lord.
She was a wild magic sorcerer.
Now she's a goblin.
Now she's feral. And my comfort show goes back to like when I was really young, and it still is my comfort show, and it's MASH.
I'm Rebecca. I play Isabella Ballador, Tiefling Paladin Bard of the group. We both use she, her pronouns, and my comfort show is Community.
Hi! I'm Jake. Usually I play Finley Day Galloway, but this episode, I'm playing Fingob Day Goblin. I don't know what Fingob's pronouns are, but my pronouns are he, him. Finley's are also he, him. My comfort show is Gilmore Girls.
With that, of course, you can follow us, your favorite comfort show, TTIY D&D, anywhere, Twitter, Instagram, or sorry, X, whatever. Or, well, Instagram, you got it. Threads. We're on Threads. Yeah, we are on Threads. YouTube. Patreon, support our Patreon. We will have cool stuff up there, I'm sure. But with that, let us get into what happened on the last episode of The Table is Yours.
What story shall be sung today? One can never know how the melody might sound. Our adventurers have already begun to pluck the strings of their story, and their combined composition is unfolding like a road before us.
Okay, so we got back to the White Castle after all the skin ball stuff, and our house staff and friends and family were like, yo, let's celebrate your win! And all of us were like, okay, fine. And then Dogma, Yelena, and Hal talked about Shay being taken by the Beast and had some info about the half and half hex sleep stuff. And long story short, we all kind of just said, let's schedule a meeting for the next day, because it's a lot. Later, Sean told us that he and Ma went snooping for things that Arathia did while puppeting him and figured out through one of his ledgers at the Rag that some precious gems were given to Serafima by Arathia, which is like big spooky. Fiara also said that the Rousseaus have always had some like freaky, mysterious benefactor or something. I don't know. Anyway, Issa and Casimir had a weird convo about how at the skimball match, Kaz disguised himself to look like Brycea and then went to Alona and was like, yo, give me some info. To which Alona was like, yeah, Wash's parents used to be friends with Serafima, but then lost favor somehow and were also betrayed by you, Brycea. And then Casimir was also like, by the way, so your parents are being tracked by Arathia, but I can't really do anything about it unless I go to the Onyx Obscurity, which is like the opposite of good. Issa wasn't super happy about any of it. Fiora and Finley teleported to the wilds to see if they could yank any info out of Balthazar, and he was like, sure, if I can go and roam the area for a night outside my cell. And they were like, okay. So, Finley takes Balthazar for walkies and ends up asking him questions about the rights his mom left him and stuff like that. The next morning, we sat down to hear Dogma's presentation about all the stuff we had, but out of nowhere, we all got body swapped with some goblins, and we're now in the Dungeon of the Polished Wall. Suddenly, boom, we get a vision from Vimvika's creepy eye thing that shows us the Dawnwood and, like, some kind of war going on probably in the past. And then there was, like, this evil Dawnwood that got destroyed and left these, like, 3 people, and another wearing some kind of dress. Like, I don't know, man. This is all getting so weird. It's weird.
Picking up exactly from where we left off, Gabbo's in a cage. No one's coming for you in the cage, you were just in a cage.
I'm still working on making my
Despite all
necklace of focus.
Rage, I'm still just a rat in a cage. Or sorry, Gabbo in a cage.
Still just a goblin in a cage, yeah.
After sleeping a bit in your cell, you wake up and you're still Gabbo's. This is what's happening currently. Issa's having a panic attack. Shay's sharpening a butter knife. Terrence is pissing himself. Finley's rolling on the ground in dirt, and Wash is fisting the ground.
No, Wash is spooning the ground, but Wash has an extra 2 inches in by the time we're done talking.
See, that was the build-up for the joke of Wash is fisting the ground, so just let me have that.
Okay, Wash is fisting the ground.
And the ground's like, oh.
Are we just supposed to die like this? Like, is this it? Like, are they just gonna leave us in this hole forever until we die? Like, I don't know if I can do that.
Issa, like, shrugs from the corner dejectedly at Terrence. I don't know.
I assume they're going to try to torture us a bit to try and get any information they might be able to and put on a bit of a show, maybe, because Serafima does have a good show, and make up some story about us, although why they would want us in these bodies instead of our own, I couldn't say.
I mean, our real bodies are heroes, and these bodies could be criminals, so that's a fair way to just get us killed.
Yeah.
Now, if anyone wants to help me dig this fucking hole, that would be great.
I think that this is the torture. I mean, I guess it could be worse. We could already be dead.
Here's the thing. If we can get out of the cage, I can escape. Or we can all escape.
I'm working on it.
Yeah, I think that's the purpose of a cage, is if you can get out, that means you can escape.
The plan I have is if we get out of this cage, I can take you to the secret room that leads to other precincts.
Oh. How do you know this room?
Martyr training.
Interesting. How specific. I like it.
There's a lady that I know in the 12th precinct, and she escaped the polished wall with a little bit of help, but she found the room and escaped to the 12th, and now she taught us how to escape.
So should we help Wash dig his hole, or what?
Goblin Finley is just gonna, like, kneel down onto the ground and, like, hold up his hands and then, like, doesn't really know what to do with them. It's just gonna be like, hey, Zaharis, I was just wondering if I could have a little bit of help using that fire in this moment.
In that moment, you do feel this kind of burning sensation. You're like, it's working. As then there's just kind of like this flame that appears next to you guys, and
Cinnamon, what are you doing here?
Kind of like gestures to you.
Well, I'm a goblin.
What?
Why are you also not a goblin?
What? And like he's trying to like explain, like Cinnamon goes on this whole thing of trying to explain. What you'll pick up is that Cinnamon could tell that the spirit of Finley was no longer in Finley. Tried explaining to the others, and they put Cinnamon away in Terrence's room with V2. But then he was like, "There's something wrong." He sensed where you were, and he told V2 where to go. But he's here now.
Hell yeah, lassie!
Yes.
Cinnamon's just sitting outside the cage, just like...
Yeah, Cinnamon's been outside of the cage the cage the entire time.
Alright, Cinnamon.
Look for a lever!
Find the release switch for this cage.
Kind of cocks his head.
Remember that time in the wilds when we got captured and there was only one little lever that unlocked my cage? And you found it for me? Look for the same thing.
Cinnamon kind of like aye general with his wing and just like as he's like walking up, and you hear it because it starts to echo through the fucking like. He starts to wander up.
What if it's down?
You hear, whoosh, boys, we're free!
You getting that, Cinnamon?
You hear another. Whoosh.
No.
But you're doing a great job.
As another one gets kind of levered, and you just hear, I can go back and kill more. No.
Close that one up again.
Damn it!
I was so close to killing more.
Evil.
Evil. Wait, no, let him back out. And then regular.
Put it back up.
Close the gate. No, open the gate a little bit.
Quick, before they find out we're releasing prisoners and then putting them back in.
He opens some other ones that are probably just empty, and then eventually you just whoosh, as the bars of your cell just whoosh, collapse into the floor, and you just hear whack, 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 as he's walking back down.
So we're free.
You're free. So, again, like I described, it's kind of this, the best way I can describe what this prison is, if it's like, just like this large...
I'm picturing the cell from Berserk.
Yes, literally, exactly. Thank you. There you go. It's like an inverted, towered, spiral down cylinder area where you can walk like a circle staircase down, but all the cells are along the walls. Very similar to, the prison in, Berserk. But, yes, you guys will have to you soon walk up to get out. This, I will say, is nothing like Finley, what your friend who has escaped the polished wall prior, nothing like what she described when she was held, because she was held for experiments.
Yeah.
As you guys are going up, can everybody make a perception? Terrence, can you make it at advantage?
And we're using goblin stats?
Yeah, you're using goblin stats.
Oh, as we're going up, can I just, kind of hustle over to Cinnamon and be like, hey, Cinnamon, can you tell me where you found the release valves?
Yeah.
Why is your goblin British?
Why not?
He kind of gestures with his wing towards like where you guys are heading towards the top, and then he kind of goes like he doesn't know which one you are.
Okay, thanks. And she's going to start turning to go off that way.
Terrence, what'd you get?
14?
Wash.
A 10.
Shay.
13.
13.
9.
Codex.
11.
12.
Terrence, you will be the most noticing. What I'll say is last night, before you rested, you heard Connie above you. No cell you passed, she's in. So you don't know if she's been taken out of the cell from the night prior. Terrence, specifically, you do pass by a cell with a very familiar face in it as you guys are walking up, and you see a disheveled, longer-haired, now blonde-haired elf, your old classmate, Visrai.
I'm a goblin. I don't give a fuck about this man. I don't give a fuck about him if I wasn't a goblin.
He says, so will you release me or not, goblins?
No.
I mean, you seem like a real shit guy, so I think I'm gonna keep you in there.
Rot in here, long hair.
I could potentially help you against Serafima, but if not...
We don't care.
Alright, good luck with the blood pricks.
I keep moving. I'm not about to take this man's help for shit.
What's a you said a blood brick?
Oh, I'll tell you if you get me out.
Oh, no then.
Alright, so yeah, you get to the top where all... And Cinnamon just gestures to just a panel of switches.
If we hit the wrong switch, won't that guy get out?
Again, when you guys walk up, you do not see Connie at all.
I'm already there opening the door.
If we get to a point where I can recognize the description of, I can get us out.
I'm gonna open the door just a little bit and peek out.
Yeah, if you peek out, you will see 2 polished guards there. The ones that are, they have the armor that is a bit looking like the marble as well as silver.
She'll very quietly, just close the tiny crack that she had in the door and turn around and be like, okay, so there's 2 guards outside.
So are the guards blood pricks?
What the fuck are you talking about?
What that guy in the cell said.
I guess that depends on their personality.
I mean, I could go ask.
It's so fucking stupid, I love this!
Let's just go ask them a series of important questions.
Do you want me to go ask? I'll go ask.
Let's all go together.
No! We should just try and sneak the fuck out of here. What's wrong with all of you?
Terrence is right.
Terrence is right.
If you guys do not, within 3 sunsets, if you do not kiss Prince Eric, you will become goblin-minded forever.
No!
Alright, everyone roll stealth, please. Terrence.
One.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Wash.
19.
Shay.
22.
Codex. Isa.
14.
Finley.
12.
Okay, you all feel stealthy. All right, so it is just. It looks like this hall is like a vestibule between.
Is it a vegetable?
No, a vestibule. This hall is a vestibule between the prison and the rest of the keep. So you just go down the hall to get another door.
Can I, like, look through the crack underneath the door to see if there's people on the other side?
Yeah, roll perception.
I got a 7.
7. You're like, I got it. We don't have to open the door. I'll look under the door. And it has like the fucking, speaking of old commercial, it has the fucking, the thing you put under a door to like get rid of the wind, like the wind. Yeah. What is it?
Stuff the towel under there because they're all smoking weed.
Yeah, they're hot boxes.
You get high.
Yeah, there's a breeze block under the door frame, so you cannot see.
Can I peek through the keyhole to see if I see anything?
There's a breeze block there. No, yeah, you can roll perception as well.
12.
Yeah, looking through, this door will enter to what looks like not a series of halls, but kind of like this opening area that will lead to halls. And you can kind of see in the peripheral through the keyhole, because there's only like so much you can see. You do see, I'll say like just an open square room that leads to like a couple hallways, and then you can see like on the right and left there's like staircase up, staircase down. There is no natural light that you see, it is just sconces.
From what I can see, I don't see any guards. Do you want to risk it? There's a lot of doorways and staircases. Looks like it'll lead to the rest of the wall.
Do I know how many floors there are?
Of the polished wall? No.
No?
No. The polished wall, just to remind everybody at home and our players at the table, the polished wall is on the edge of the 9th. And remember from when some of you jumped off, it is not crazy to assume that the actual structure of the castle, the keep, whatever you want to call it, is just the tip of the iceberg of this structure and building. Because where this inverted tower prison you were in is definitely within the stone and ground beneath the structure of the castle. So the polished wall could be huge. You have no fucking clue.
I say we go up.
I think as long as we move forward quietly and, like, with some semblance of an idea of where we're going, even if it's just up, like, just stealthy and prepared. As prepared as we can be.
Are you guys opening the door?
I'm going to blow out some torches first.
Gotcha. Okay. So, when you guys walk out, you have a staircase to your left that goes up, staircase to your right that goes down. And 3 hallways in front of you.
I think what we need to do is find a way to get up to some kind of natural lighting that will let us know that we are not just underground. Finley just holds one hand up with a finger pointing.
So Cinnamon said there's a diamond upstairs?
Oh, no, I'm so sorry.
no one's talked to the duck.
I'm like, no, you haven't talked.
Shay is constantly talking to Cinnamon, I'll just say, and constantly giving little pats and carrying him when he wants it.
What are you feeling? Anything close by, Cinnamon?
Kind of like points his beak up that way, like.
Up it is.
Let's go.
All right.
Can we just sneak up the stairs?
Yeah.
Staying stealthy.
Yeah. You guys all kind of sneak upstairs. Probably after about. I'll say, like, just to kind of expect some stuff. You guys are pretty, with your rolls, keeping up that sneak. I'm just going to do a general roll for the polished guards, which is an 11. Lucky you. So you will be able to kind of like, just wait. Okay, then go. Like somebody, probably Shay, if I had to assume. And then, I don't know why also maybe Terrence, just because I think it's funny, doing the like... yeah. So you guys will get up enough where you will see natural light. Looking out a window, Shay, you can probably sneak up to like you'll probably like tell everybody else to wait as you sneak up to a window, and you'll see what window you're facing seems to be looking out towards the 9th, not the wilds. So you're currently you're faced towards the Berg, and it looks like you're facing the southeast part of the Berg. So you're like, if you were looking at the polished wall, you're on the left side if you're looking at it.
Got it. I tell everybody where we are. Are we on the correct floor? Do we need to go up? Do we need to go down?
If we're on the 2nd floor of the building, that means we have to go 4 floors down and a little bit closer to the center. Right. So we're looking for, it's a longer corridor, very few sconces. We're just going to go straight. It's like go down 4, not too low, and then it's just a door with no window, but like a little like wiggle handle on the rat, and then like 6 keyholes, and then down a long corridor, exactly 7 sconces, one's out on the left, and then into a dark purple room.
Oh, is it that hallway?
I'd say you guys are like avoiding enough of the guards. It looks like guards aren't posted there because once you get through that hall, the first hall that Finley described, getting into the second hall, there is that door that has 6 keyholes. It is locked.
Looks at Shay.
All 6 you can assume pretty easily all 6 of those keyholes are locked.
Shay does not have her lockpicking kit on her.
Terrence holds out his fork.
Great, yeah, I'm gonna give it a try.
Shay rolls sleight of hand, and you can do it at advantage if Terrence is helping you with, or Terrence and or Wash or anybody is helping you by like being like, here, try it with this thing, and here's an earring and something. Yeah.
Do you want me to do one roll for all 6?
Let's do 6 rolls, but they're all at advantage.
Alright, so the first one is 18 then. The second one is 22. The third one's 15. Oh, nice. The fourth one's 22. Fifth one's 15. And the last one's 11.
11. Okay.
Can I try again on that one?
So, for all 6, the DC was 15. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you got 2 of which were just barely. The last one, I'll say that the tumble, you can feel, like, because you're, like, despite being in a different body, you're like, I know how locks feel, and you're like, this last one, I'll say you're smart enough to know that by the point that you're gonna fail the last one, because you're like, maybe you try a couple times where you're like, this way, you're like, if I move this, I can tell there's an alarm. If I fuck this up, it'll go off. I can tell. Like, you'll stop before it sets off an alarm. Like, I'll say you can just perceive that. I won't dick you over here, but like, you're like, if it's not tumbling the way that it should. For some reason, I just can't get it. But if I try to force it, maybe I can. But an alarm will go off. I will not be able to stop whatever that is.
Yeah. So you guys like see me pull it out and just, I think I've made it as far as I can. I can't do this last one. We will be rushed by gods. An alarm will go off.
Well, Finley just kind of like, well, how long did it take us to get down here with goblin legs? Divide that by probably half that, like 2. So. They get here in half the amount of time it took us to get down here. But just on the other side of this door is where we need to be.
Are you saying that if we get on the other side of the door quickly enough, we'll be able to get out without the guards getting to us?
Well, in there is portals that lead to every precinct. They will not know which one we go through.
Okay.
But I know which one to go through.
On the other side.
Well, I think you can do it if you just give it one more
This is
try.
our only option. I mean, if the alarm goes off, we just run in through. Just don't...
Right. You pick the lock, and I trust that you can do it. And if you can't, I have a plan. And once the door opens, we just run into the portal.
Are you putting it back in, listening to what Finley said?
If everyone is all right with this plan, I'll try again, and we'll just have to move quickly after the alarm goes off.
Just let Finley through first, and he can show us which portal to take us back to the third, right?
Hold on, let me ask God.
So the second that you also, Issa goes, we're just going through the portal to the third, right? And Finley is so just waiting to hit this thing with a brick. He goes, what? Yeah, shit. And then when it goes in, Finley's just gonna go whap and slam it through to break the lock.
Yeah, you will start to hear like this. Like, best way of describing like this like ringing of arcane noise as you just hear like of guards rushing.
Get in.
You can open the door. What I will say is the fork and we're using the fork and the knife, Shay?
Yeah.
The fork and the knife are now lodged into that lock, so you will notice on the other side the way that the lock works is they're all interconnected on the other side, so there is no way for you to relock the door.
He's gonna shove the door open and then...
You walk into like this tridecagon room that has 13 walls, obviously the one wall you walk in with the door, and you see just these different shades of colors, portals on the wall. Finley, roll a history check at disadvantage.
I know which one it is.
No, you don't.
No, it's a 14.
14? Okay, yeah, you know which one it is.
Hell yeah.
Alright, so you hear like chunk, 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 chunk of the guards running. And they're like, what's going on in there?
Is there anything to push in front of the door?
No, it just looks like in this room, this purple like velveteen room almost, it's these portals and then like one singular desk in the middle. It looks like there is like dust that collects on some parts and where there is usually equipment put down, but the equipment is not there.
And they're just going to point to the portal and be like, there's no time to do anything. Just get in the portal.
All right, so you guys rush through really quickly as you guys all exit. You're like, this isn't the third. I mean, you're in the burg, but you're in a different precinct entirely. You're kind of like looking around as you're like, where the fuck are we? You kind of come out of this alleyway, into this alleyway, and then you kind of like watch as the portal behind you just closes.
Does this alleyway look familiar to Shay at all?
If you walk out of the alleyway a bit, you'll notice that like some of the brick path, it's similar to a lot of the things you've seen in the 12th before. But yeah, you are in the 12th.
I think Issa glares at Finley.
What?
This is not the third.
What about the third?
You said we were going to the third.
No, we're going to the 12th. I mean, we're
Why?
in the 12th.
We need to go to the third.
You want to bust in to the keep as goblins when the people are in our bodies as goblins?
To be fair, I just kind of assumed you would end up in the 12th because someone gave you directions on how to get to the 12th, so I didn't assume that you knew which portal led to the 3rd.
Yeah, I have no idea which portal the 3rd is.
Well, he told me he did, so I was just... Issa's irritable because she didn't sleep. She's like, well, he told me he did, so...
When did I tell you we were going to the 3rd?
You told me while you were holding a brick.
I was too focused on smashing it.
It is also, just so everyone is aware, it is also nighttime. Because you guys were taken in the morning, and then you guys took a little nappy. It is now nighttime.
Can I look at the road signs to try and figure out, like, where we are in the 12th?
Sure.
Based on, like,
your
postal
goblin
routes?
can't read.
Well, I can read now, so I can read street signs.
Can't read, though.
No, fuck that. I earned this.
You're in the neighborhood of Dastara, and Dastara is about 5 miles away from the Volt Multitude.
Gotcha. Yeah, she's, like, staring at the street signs, like, looking up and down the roads, and she's like, yeah, okay, I kind of know where we are, actually. Why are we in the 12th?
We're going to a friend of mine.
Who can help us?
She's the only person I know who could help us not be goblins.
Excellent, let's go.
She's going to kind of lead them because we want to go a little bit towards the center, but south of the center. Everybody stick close. Hold hands with your goblin buddy. We're going to go a little bit more towards the center.
Don't fucking touch me.
And then we'll go back to holding Terrence's hand as he leads them to the Curio's Curiosity.
You guys end up going to this building that is, it's kind of like attached to almost like a strip mall range of buildings, or large building that's obviously split up between. It's on the end corner, and it's kind of like these bricks that are painted in the bricks look like they've been painted with like shiny blue nail polish in a way. Outside there's like these hanging crystals that kind of glow and light up a bit as you walk into this very like, the best way I can describe it is it's this very like dark academia-esque like crystal shop that it looks like inside. Bohemian a little too, yeah. As when you walk in, there is this woman behind the counter. She is pretty tall. She's about 6'3". She is a satyr. As you see this woman standing on the other side of the counter, she has long gray hair. The left side of her face is kind of like black with, like, she has more paler, like rosy skin, but the left side of her face looks almost like this like tattoo of black has been over the top side of her face and her eye, as her right eye is white sclera with kind of like these more like rosy pink irises, and then the left eye is fully black sclera with just this like very lime green or like neon green, fantasy neon green iris. She is wearing kind of like long robes that are like more burgundy and like drape across her with like gold lavaliers and necklaces. And her right hand seems to be that same black infection and pointier hand at the tips of her fingers, and the left hand just kind of seems normal. Like looking at her, she looks pretty intimidating, and she's a lot taller than all of you guys. You guys are all small, so you're probably anywhere from like 3 foot to 4 foot is how tall you guys are.
The goblins are looking respectfully.
But she has kind of like the droopy ears as a satyr, tiny little horns, and looks kind of intimidating. She's like looking at this crystal, and it like glows, and then it just like disappears. She goes, "Oh," and like her face kind of like calms down a bit. "Oh, hi. Welcome to Curio's Curiosity."
Hi, Ellie.
Do I know you?
Oh. Pulls the horns and the ear coverings out of like a pocket and just like, puts them on, and like swishes the tail and points to Cinnamon.
When you do the first part, she's like, "I don't dress up." Oh, you watch as she narrows her eyes, and then she kind of like picks up her right hand, and you watch as she starts to like form what looks like this type of like green fire, and she's like, "So where'd you get my friend's pet?"
Oh, Cinnamon?
Finley?
Hi. Oh, I am a goblin. Aren't I cute? I'm so small.
How did that happen?
Serafima.
She kind of rolls her eyes and will okay.
I know, not your favorite topic.
Serafima made you and these 5 other people into goblins?
Right. Oh, these are the Fated Fates.
Hello.
Hi, how's it going?
It kind of goes down the line. It's there's Terrence, Wash, Shay, Codex, and Issa.
Oh, yeah. I met you around the harvest a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
You look different.
Mm-hmm. I'm a goblin.
Is that fun? Or
No.
oh yeah.
Yeah. Can you get us out?
I don't. Can I touch one of you?
Shay is jumping up on that counter.
And she's like, move.
I want to know what's going on with that green fire.
Shay, you jump up onto the table, and I'm Helwana. You're Shay.
I'm Shay, yes, and I would love to know more about all of your magic and everything, but for right now, our other bodies would be nice.
Sure, yeah. Let me see what I can help you with. And she kind of pushes up in her glasses, looks into you, and you watch it. She kind of she kind of just looks poking and prodding you, maybe she pinches your cheek. You're but she's like, sorry, it's just I'm examining. And she'll close one of her eyes, her right eye, and you'll see the green kind of flash. And she's kind of almost it almost looks like what do you call it?
A barcode scanner?
Thank you, barcode scanner. Yeah, it's like a barcode scanner.
Scanning your barcode.
Yeah, it's not as bad as the retina scanner, where it's literally boom, now it's intense. It's more just this line that just kind of goes down and is just on Shay.
Goblin Shay.
At one point, it hits Shay's tits and goes beep. No, just kidding. Transaction complete. But she kind of is scanning, and she's like, well, looks like your souls have been switched. I can change you back if you get your bodies.
What if we know where they are?
Are they close?
They're probably in the 3rd.
I could see. Hold on, I gotta make a quick call. And you watch as she just turns from Shay, who's just sitting on the counter, and she just again beep with her barcode scanner eye as this weird device just forms. It looks kind of like this cube that has a button on top of it, and she kind of just goes, "Green lady, can you help me?" As you watch, in a flash of green flame, a very familiar face to some people, Chartreuse appears.
Finley, the second she says green lady, Finley's
yes. But you watch as it all appears, and she just kind of goes, oh, this is weird. Hi, Terrence. Where's V2?
Hi, Chartreuse. Back home. I'm also a goblin, if you haven't noticed, so this is a bit of an issue.
She lifts up her bangs so her eyes can be seen. No, I'm just kidding. Weird. Wait, do you guys know each other? This is the Green Lady. Long story short, the other one. Where is she, by the way?
She was in the polished wall, but we don't know now.
We would have tried to rescue her, but we aren't quite ourselves right now, so that would have been a bit difficult.
She kind of nods, then looks over to Issa, who's like, "What is going on?" And she'll I am a devil, and I have been in contract with both Helwana and Cornelia Rousseau. The ways that she has any of her powers is because of me. Let's say before I found her, she was not a very skilled artificer.
Okay, can you help us?
Potentially. Weird. This is very strange. Okay, so she's not back yet. Okay. And you're saying she's there in the polished wall?
We were held prisoner there. We heard her. By the time we escaped, she was already gone.
So she's in deeper shit than I assumed before.
Probably.
Okay.
Foolish girl. Okay. Well, let's see what I can do here. Okay, yeah. Do you know where your bodies are? I could transfer your souls back. That's what I was saying. I could do that too. I just need the bodies.
We hope they're in the 3rd.
Hopefully in the 3rd.
In our keep.
Okay. That's not very helpful. I could maybe call on somebody if you guys... And she just she does the same thing where she makes...
Let me transfer you. Hold on.
You watch as she kind of her one finger extends, and you watch as almost an ice tip at the edge of her nail. She carves out this symbol. It's this weird symbol, there's a circle, and then there's lettering attached to the circle, and then another circle, and this weird symbol in the middle that she then touches. As you watch this shadowy, dark figure kind of emanate from the darkness, and it kind of like, in this dark shadow you watch as it kind of like ices over and cracks and breaks as you see this figure in this large black clad armor that is cut with ice all around it, white skin that is scaled, and it looks almost like this very changed dragonborn with long white dreads, ice blue eyes, white horns that kind of curl to the front, and a very angry face that just says, "Oh my god, Chartreuse, what do you want?" Phasies, I have a quick question. Do you know if you can put their souls back in their body without having their body here? Let me take a look. They kind of like look at all of you. They look very disgruntled and not happy to be there.
Same.
You could say that hell is empty and all the devils are here.
Okay. Why would you literally ask me just to come to look at these fuckers with souls swapped? I don't. Why? And Chartreuse kind of like smirks. She's just like, oh, it's been a while since we've spoken to one another. And I also just think, you might have a better look at this since I don't do with fucking with mortals often like you do. Okay, I don't fuck with mortals. I just make sure that there's a healthy dose of chaos. And also, I take their souls.
Oh. But you like chaos.
I don't like chaos.
Oh.
Could you take my soul and then take it to another body?
Yes.
Great, let's do that.
Okay. And you watch as appears like on this white dragonborn who's very intimidating. Like just like the little tiny glasses appear as this scroll just. Whoosh. So if you sign there, you'll promise that not only can I have access to any powers you own, but your soul will be mine in the hells for eternity.
Guys, okay, hear me out. Over the table, Con, don't listen to any of this.
Yes.
I know some of us are already multi-classed. What if we all multi-class into Warlock?
Yeah.
And we make pacts with this person? What if we just make pacts and we all become Warlocks?
I know. I've heard this song before. I am not here.
What if we triple multi-class?
Okay. I really do want to. We really need to get back to our bodies. But I don't think I can sign that.
You're paladin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah. Wait, why?
You can have the goblin souls.
Yeah, unfortunately, I am a devil, not a demon, so I will have to abide by laws as they kind of claw. Air quote. Though I would love to do that.
Can we just give you an IOU instead of the full contract thing?
Well, if you want your souls replaced right now, that is what it is. Or you could just do, from what it seems like, and again, they kind of like glasses appear, and they kind of it just appears like the tip of their snout. The other easier way would be you could try to blast the souls back into place, but you'd need to do a significant amount of damage to yourself.
But we're goblins.
Over the table, I want this so bad. I want to do this so bad. If we have to fight ourselves, that's hilarious. I want to do that.
Or the other way you could do, and if it's anybody going to be doing an IOU, Chartreuse, it's you and I could give you something to do it.
Thank you.
But you'd still have to hit yourself. Successfully.
So we would have to fight our original bodies in order to put our souls back in them?
I mean, unless they're asleep and you're cowards and can't fight yourself, yeah.
I mean, it would be easier. I'm not saying I'm a coward, but I am saying that it would be easier just to get them while they're sleeping. It's just a thought.
Do you get bullied a lot?
Why would you say that?
Watch tries to dap up Phasies.
Phasies is what the fuck?
I like you. You're good.
Question, how do you feel about the gods in general?
So the reason why I asked her if I was a paladin in my previous life, and that was stupid. Gods.
Issa smiles first, and then she's like,
How do you feel about the trespasser gods?
I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
Why?
Might be able to get you an audience with one of them, but don't worry about it then.
I'm a devil.
Yeah, but whatever.
I chose to be one.
Yeah, that's fine. But what if you met with the god of chaos and fear and all that stuff, and then you dapped each other up like you just did with Watt?
I didn't dap that person. Chartreuse, you give me half the people that have sold your soul to you within the last year. Yeah, I'll help you out.
Damn, Chartreuse is about to take an L for the squad.
Terrence, I'll agree to help you if you agree that you and I can be in a pact in case Cornelia does not make it out of this. But I'm going to go to her to make sure she does, but just in case.
I thought I already took it over.
You took it over by word, but not by... And you watch as she makes it, like, everyone's just like, contract. Like,
There's too many deals. I'm gonna buy a used car pretty soon.
I'm gonna go look for a lawyer.
a little imp appears with horns and says, like, yeah, this could be a good deal, but we can make it better. She kind of, like, lets up a scroll. It's not soul binding. I'm not here to get your soul. There's not many people, I'll say to you again, Phases, not many people give me their souls. I'm more interested in to see what people do in helping them. Yeah, because you're stupid. I would say it's just more clever, because I don't care enough for the people who do fail the contracts that you make. It doesn't really matter if they fail or not. I don't care what they do, I just want their souls. Terrence, you and I can just agree to make an addendum that you and I will continue the work of Cornelia, just in case I'm not able to convince her, because sometimes she does get into bouts of pride.
And just to clarify, if I sign this contract, I will not be giving you my soul, and thereby my soul will not be going to them.
No.
Pointing at Phases.
You're not giving me your soul. However, that is a good question. I didn't think about what the ramifications would be if you don't do the agreement. You ask for his soul. Yeah, but I don't want his soul.
What's wrong with my soul?
Is it dirty? Do you not want this soul?
I don't wash my soul either.
Chartreuse, why don't you want the boy's hole?
I don't want the boys. I'd say nobody take my soul. Leave my soul alone.
Can we have a goblin huddle real quick?
Yeah. Give me one moment to while you discuss this and figure out what.
Yeah, I'll figure out what I want from you, because sometimes I haven't watched you a lot, Terrence, but I'm gonna kind of read through your web browsing history and see what I want.
Like, can we go outside? So
yeah. Do you want me to come with you in the huddle?
No, it's fine. No, this is a goblin huddle. It's a goblin huddle.
I can disguise self.
No, it's good. This is a Faded Fates goblin huddle.
Okay.
Yeah. She's gonna pull everybody outside and just be like, okay, so listen, I'm not saying that it's a good idea that we take a contract with the devil. By no means. What I am saying is there's potentially multiple diamonds in our future that we could make a wish to just null our contracts real quick, so we could take the deal now to expedite the shipping process of our bodies going back to our souls going back to our bodies, and then we get a diamond and we just wish our contracts null.
Okay, I don't think there's that many diamonds left. Also, Serafima has another one because Cinnamon detected it.
Yeah, you guys are probably... After Issa says that, you're just like, wait. She only had the one... We assume the one she used was for her... Like, it had to be for her wish to make us into goblins. How does she have another?
Issa's assuming it.
I was gonna say, I don't want to take a deal or anything with that other one. Phases? I don't want to take up a deal with that. However, I am gonna sign the contract for the other devil because that's something I want to do.
Okay, so you think our chances are better trying to fight ourselves, our bodies, as goblins?
No, I mean, we now have time to prepare. So we can get, armor, and we can get weapons.
This is convoluted. I don't want to ask Chartreuse for help, who Chartreuse asks Phases for help, and Phases is like, I could give you this thing, but I will want all your souls, and you guys said no souls, and he said, okay, then I want Chartreuse's people who gave her souls, so that I'll give you the thing through Chartreuse to give to you. And Chartreuse is like, I will do that if Terrence signs this contract.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about signing the contract. I agreed to do it verbally already. I want to continue this work if Connie can't, and, so I'm fine with doing that. And as long as she doesn't... I mean, she's not going to ask me for my soul. She already said so. I don't even know what she could ask for that I wouldn't give.
Chartreuse has been pacted to Hell Honor for years, and she's never wants me to play at her soul, so I think you're safe.
Yeah. I'm not too worried.
You're getting so busy right now.
Alright, I have decided... And she's, writing... she's kind of floating a bit, just, hovering with her wings, kind of, slowly flapping, and she's, sitting very mommy-like, with her legs crossed in the air. And she's, looking at the scroll, and she's, touching the quill to the tip of her tongue. Yeah, I've decided what I want. In exchange for this, if you fail to finish this work, two things. One, if Cornelia comes out of this, I will... she mimics ripping it up. If she doesn't. If you fail in doing this, I'll just ask for Just a small thing. A trifle! Your voice. No, yeah.
6 inches of your height. You will now be 5 foot.
You mean I have to shut up? No! I will never shut up.
Well, just if you fail, right? If you fail, which is a very long time, because Cornelia did say before she dies she'll figure this out. So you have lots of time to succeed or fail. If you do fail, that moment before you die, I will then get to replicate your brain so that I may put it into other people until it gets done.
So would I then be conscious to do that?
Yeah, so that means basically, Terrence, you will have what you're promising to me in as many bodies as possible, because I'll just plop it somewhere else. You're promising me you'll figure this out, or you will live forever doing so. Not as... And she kind of like pinches your cheek. Not in maybe this fleshy form. I might put you in a dragonborn next. Kind of gestures to Phases who just like and like kind of grunts and ice comes out of their nose. But your mind, Terrence, will live on forever. So basically, you won't have an afterlife until you figure it out. Also, if you're reading the fine print right here, I'll give you 2 lives until you just get put somewhere until you figure it out. So at least you get 2 lives. 2 lives freely reigning, but if you don't get it by the 2nd life, I'll basically put you in a room until you figure it out.
That's a bummer, but I have confidence in myself to be able to figure it out. This is pretty much what I do and have done for my whole life anyway, so...
I want this to be done, Terrence. And
yeah, I'm hoping it won't take more than this lifetime, but we'll see.
She kind of like takes her hands and like puts it to your chin, like index finger and thumb onto your chin. And she's like, I really like you, Terrence. I think you can do it. I just want... This is basically you agreeing that you will do it.
Okay.
And you just watch as like it has like some of the folds and it's just like and then there's the end where there's the sign at the bottom.
Does anyone have a pen?
She hands you the quill she had.
Yeah, he'll sign.
You watch as like you sign, it's like this like green flaming script as it like unfurls back up and then it like disappears as you just see her kind of like kiss to you, and the blowing of a kiss leaves this like scorching flame that hits you. You can decide. Do you want? Is there somewhere you want to put it? Part of me would say like it goes on your right butt cheek, but like where the
it goes right over the butt.
No,
So...
it's a tramp stamp. No, I was gonna say right like here on his chest.
It hits like your right pectoral. It's just like you're like, oh wow, and you're like, oh god, I got a tattoo. I can't tell my mom.
I can't tell my mom I got a tattoo.
And then you watch as she just like looks to you, Terrence. She like nods, and then she goes, "All right, Phases, let's go to the back and figure out the paperwork for the soul transference, and then we'll get you your stuff. It shouldn't take too long, kiddos." And then Phases goes, "Why do you call people kiddos?" And then like walks to the back with Chartreuse to do their transaction of paperwork before they give you the thing that'll help you getting into your body by hitting your cells. Hellemana will be like, okay, I hope that helped. I don't really know. I don't. Me and the Green Lady don't really like. She like kind of like puts her hands to her face, like blushing a little. I just like her a lot.
So why are you working with her? I mean,
she was the one that helped me get out of the polished wall. The Green Lady has been like around in the Burg of Zabraria for about like 40, 50 maybe. She doesn't really get into it. I just know she had like shitty siblings and something with this flame girl or something that like I don't know. But she helped a lot of us get out of the polished wall. She kind of is like one of those. She's like one of like the nice devils, you know. She's not like other devils where she's really interested in like you and what you can do. And usually
this feels so toxic.
She usually likes to just see what you're capable of doing, and kind of just gives you the powers to do so. Usually because like she wants to see it or maybe get something out of it that's like mutually beneficial. Sounds kind of like what that could have been with Terrence or your other friend before the brain thing of Forever Brain. Your Forever Brain.
Is that where your arm and your eye ability came from? The fire.
Yep. Yeah, I work with crystals, and you watch as like she kind of like lifts up her hands, and like crystals kind of fall all around her. I've learned how to kind of like put essences and magics infused into crystals, kind of almost in a way of like magical items, but in like a repetitious way. It's like it hones the raw energies of anything, and I can kind of like infuse it to do that. What I'm currently working on for the Green Lady is to try to infuse a soul into one.
In a good way, I'm hoping.
Oh, I don't know. I just do it because she told me to. It's not trapping souls, it's making a soul.
I think we're on the same path.
Yeah.
We might be collaborating in the near future.
Yeah, it's almost in a way like making conscious thing out of nothing, kind of. But from nothing.
You're just shaking your head now.
Did you guys want to, while they're doing this, the mom and dad, or mom and parent unit, are doing something back there, do you want to crystal shop? I have components, magic.
You have bugs?
I do have bugs. They're magic bugs.
I would like any crystals that you've infused with anything that you don't really need anymore.
She probably finds like these 2 crystals. She's like, this is something you could use. And you watch as she kind of like she holds them together, and then she pulls them apart, and you watch as she kind of like taps on them, and it goes bing, and just as like this lightning goes between them.
Oh, shh.
And it goes pretty far. Like I could like throw this out in the street and then charge it from here, and it would make a full like lightning path. So.
Oh, excellent. Yes, I would like that.
Yeah, here you go.
Is there a place, or if you have it here, that'd be even better, because I don't think we have any money. We could return it to you. Anything, like weapons or armor that we could wear when we fight ourselves, because we're actually like really tough and really cool, and it's gonna be really hard to fight ourselves.
She kind of like, she gives that like, aw face and looks at like Finley and then back to Terrence.
So I think it's gonna be kind of a challenge to fight him as we are now. So maybe just like anything to help prevent our death.
This is a bomb, and she hands you the tiniest crystal.
Oh my god, we have the H-bomb.
I mean, this is great. I will keep this. I put it in my pocket. But, or is there like a place that we can just like a knife?
Yeah, here's a knife. She gives you a knife.
What about something that can knock them all unconscious?
I have another one of those bombs. She gives it to you.
We can't kill them.
She'll take that.
Sure. Oh, this crystal turns into a glass of ale.
Takes it immediately.
This one also turns into a large cigar.
I have no use for that.
Do you have any alcohol?
This one turns into a large glass of ale.
Okay. And I take it. Yeah, Wash and I chug our.
So you like do this with the little crystal. You're gonna have to like kind of like drop it. Same with the bomb. You throw it.
Don't throw your bombs.
Right now.
Make sure they look almost identical, so please make sure that you don't throw the bomb one and don't drop the bomb one, drop the ale one, okay?
This is an ale one.
Yeah,
right?
this one's a bomb one. And then
No,
she kinda like switches them up
wait.
she switches them up in your hands. Okay, put those in your pocket. Here's a different ale one.
Is it ale?
One of those are ale and one of those are bomb. Just put them in your pocket for now, but this one's ale.
This one's ale?
I think. Yeah, this one's definitely ale.
She throws it. We explode.
Alright, campaign 6, you guys. Listen, I'm a scientist. What do you expect I make things, but they just all look the same when I'm done with them.
Hey, Helen,
Yes.
do you still have your sending stone to Fiara?
She looks like it's like you know those like the loose bag of crystals. They're all like clear amethyst, and she's just like, one of these is the sending stone for sure. And she's just like staring. She's like, ah.
Helen, did you use the essence of a sending stone for a crystal?
I just wanted to see if I could put it in it. And I didn't have any other. Here, she hands Codex like another bag of just random tiny clear amethyst pellets or quartz. It's like clear quartz.
She just picks one up.
No. That could be a bomb.
Oh my god.
I'm not gonna throw it, I'm just gonna talk into it.
Oh no, but for a sending stone, you have to drop it first and then see if it's a sending stone.
Why do you have to drop it first?
Because I put the sending stone. Listen, if I want to make a fake soul and put it in a crystal, I have to put things in crystals. So I put a sending stone in a crystal.
Yeah, but why would I have to drop it first?
Because you have to. It's like opening the bag.
I throw it.
You watch as like a full mongoose just comes out of it, like, and scares off. Oh shit, Carl. Okay.
I pick up another one.
Is she just capsule corp?
Yeah, basically. She's blow them up.
You know, there's a very quick way to do this. Do you have roof access?
No.
Yes.
Okay, everybody follow me to the roof.
No.
If we bomb the 12,
You'll go to jail.
We're gonna get arrested again.
These aren't our bodies. We'll be fine. I start trying to find the roof access.
So you all make your way to the roof.
I start tossing crystals off.
Stop, Codex.
Bugs come out of them.
Oh my god.
Wash, are you drunk too? Or is it just me?
I didn't drink mine yet.
Oh, okay. Can I have...
Alright, so you guys make your way to the rooftop, and the stars are out. It's really pretty, the view of the stars from where you are in the 12th. Issa, you get this ping to your forehead from Vivica's eye as only you, get a vision. And what you see is what looks like maybe the night prior, after everybody went to bed, Casimir walking towards the onyx obscurity. You then suddenly see Arathia appear and point at Casimir as he seemingly gets possessed by her, and then about turns and starts walking to what you assume must be the Pale White Castle Keep, before you see the vision change to him walking into the Pale White Castle Keep the next morning for the Dogma presentation earlier this day.
Guys, everyone shut up! Everyone shut up.
Okay, Issa, yes.
Okay, Kaz is Arathia.
I see.
Are you in a safe place?
You're in the open air roof.
So yeah, okay, Wash, I'm not gonna get into it. He said a lot about your family.
I have no idea what this is about other than my family.
And your last name. I'm not gonna say it. I won't say your last name. Okay, but I know your last name. So Casimir said that your family, so your parents were friends of Lady Presea, apparently, when they were younger. And she betrayed them to Lady Serafima. And I guess Lady Serafima has been taking, I don't know if your dad's still alive yet or not, but it kind of sounded like they might still be alive. I don't know. It was a lot of information. I was drunk when that part was happening, but he said that your dad was owed blood to Serafima because you're... And money. And they were giving money and blood. But apparently, Lady Serafima doesn't know who you are right now, which is good, because I guess enemy... And she would want your blood.
Was there anything else about why they were giving her their blood?
So your dad and I guess your mom or whatever, they were like, okay, don't hurt us, and so they found out that your dad had celestial blood in him, or they were taking that as a payment to for them to leave your family and you when you were born, I think, alone. And then I think your dad stopped paying. So I don't know what happened after that.
Right.
I'm sorry. It was a lot, and I probably didn't explain well, but that's what he said.
Wash is he has this furrowed brow, and he's thank you. His brow is just furrowed, and he looks like he's thinking like he wants to say something but doesn't know how. I guess this goblin looks like that. So pretty much none of that matters right now.
I mean, it doesn't matter to you, yeah.
I mean, it's something I gotta follow up on.
It seems like the main problem might be the Casimir thing.
Yeah.
But the pressing thing.
So it would mean that she knows Sham's not with her anymore. She has all my sending stones. My bad. All of those problems. And then also, we have... So I got the copper because I can send a message to Fiara, I think. Because we need to tell her not to take him to the wilds. Because if she takes him to the wilds, then the martyrs...
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we should do that now?
Mm-hmm, yeah. So, okay, right. What should we say?
Maybe lead into it. Maybe say the Fated Fates are not actually the Fated Fates. Also, Casimir is Arathia.
Kaz is Arathia. Don't take to wilds. Soul/body swap with goblins. Not ourselves. with Halawana. Need to fight our bodies to get back. Teleport here. Period.
Yeah.
Sure. I think that's great.
She's just holding the whole spool. She's like, okay. She takes a deep breath and
focuses on herself.
And then she looks up. Hopefully her eyes flash blue.
You watch as Goblinice's eyes flash blue, and then immediately you just hear this as Fiara's I'm not responding. What the fuck? And she's looking down at all of you. She just teleports there.
We got turned into goblins.
Was the presentation good at least?
It was wonderful.
So many PowerPoints.
Does a really
told
good
us
job.
you left early.
Well, that is true. That's true. I had to go back to Balthazar.
Why? Of course you did.
I'm sorry, do you not want my help?
Did you give him free roam around the castle?
What if Fiara just thunderwave specifically Issa off the roof?
I did leave early, but I got most of I got the here's what we'll be going over slide, which is all the information I needed, because he was like, we will first talk about, and then we will talk about, and then we will talk about, and then we will talk about in greater detail, but I think I got everything from that slide alone.
So they did too. Excellent.
Are all of our bodies still at the keep?
No, because Casimir told me via one of his many sending stones that you gifted to him, Issa, that you were requested by Miss Alona to attend a meeting with Serafima at the Polished Wall.
Right. Yeah, of course we were.
How do you not know your brother this well?
Calm down. It was through a sending stone that he just said, just so you know, the fated fates are going because Miss Alona picked them up. I'm not going to be like, doesn't sound like you, brother of mine. I didn't talk to him very much today.
Okay.
Second of all, I have found out a lot of bad information, thankfully, from my brother, Balthazar.
You joined the club?
I'm going to go downstairs and let's all gather so I can sit and have a drink from one of the...
Hold on. How fast can you go through all this? Because if our bodies are with Serafima, there's a time pressure here.
I'm assuming your bodies are there. Who am I talking to?
Codex.
Okay, sorry. Okay. I'm assuming... She's like... I'm assuming your bodies are there as a threat, but more of a... I think your bodies will be fine enough for me to sit down and explain this in a way, and I will go through fast. But I need to sit and gather for a second.
I'm gonna lose my fucking mind.
Yes, let's do that.
You follow Fiora down, and Fiora's walks into the main room of Curiosity to see Helena, just kind of admiring. She's looking at Chartreuse, and Chartreuse is just she's as Chartreuse is just talking to Phases, and Phases is like, okay, so you gotta explain to them that, oh, you're here. Okay, this thing, basically, you're gonna need to, it's almost like a pulse wave. You'll need to aim at one of them. Hopefully it jostles them enough that your souls reverberate and switch. Easy enough, okay?
Right.
It will take one action to do, and they will have to make a type of save throw. And if they save it, you'll have to attempt it again. That's all.
What?
They give it to Terrence, and then they do they hand with one hand, and you grab it, and they'll grab your arm with the other one and be like, if you ever don't want your soul, let me know. And then they just they turn into ice, and it's cold, it just breaks, and just starts to snow a bit from to break the ice. And you're like, but yeah, so you have it kind of just looks like this. It almost looks like this dark mirror. It looks like a scrying mirror, kind of, which is it's like a black mirror basically, but it looks like a vanity mirror, one of those ones you can hold as as Chartreuse goes, okay, good luck. I'm gonna go try to talk some sense into a fire-headed girl, and she just as she fires up and leaves. Helwana's like, oh, Fiona, how are you? How are you doing? I'm good, Helwana. Can you get us tea or something? Oh, something strong. Maybe not tea, maybe alcohol.
Wash smashes the ale crystal.
That was the bomb! No, she kind of just sits down, probably gets a glass of some type of blonde ale. And this, you've never seen Fiora. This is the first time you've seen any of the vampires drink not wine like they're preppy. She'll sit down, she'll nod and thank you. Okay, where should I start? I have information on Dark Fury. I have information on Miss Alona. I have information.
I'm interested in Dark Fury.
So it seems as though Dark Fury is not as what he seems. And he has been...
What?
Right.
No.
No, who would have guessed?
Crazy.
That does make her laugh. She does kind of got that. Yeah, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
He has been supplying the Russos for... I don't even know how long. At least a century, if not more. This ritual for blood wishes.
Excellent. Good. Love that. How did he learn that? Do you know where he came from? Who he really is?
I don't know where he got it from, who he really is or something. All I know is that whatever the etchings that were not only on the bird bath that I stupidly made a wish at, but the same etchings that were in the chalice that Balthazar used, It's all for show. The etching is an incantation or something that goes directly to Dark Fury or Dark Fury's whatever connections. He taught them this saying, this prayer, this incantation that will make them use blood for wishes. And Dark Fury has been the one puppeting the Rousseaus the entire time. And also, apparently, Balthazar said there was something once that he saw Dark Fury, but an image shift change where it looked like Dark Fury had multiple hands, arms made of blood.
Mm. Oh, lovely. That's familiar.
So, there's that. 2. Miss Alona is a spy for Arathia. So Miss Alona is Arathia's way into Serafima. There's that.
Why does Balthazar know all of this?
Because Balthazar obtained his knowledge to make these blood wishes through Arathia. So yet again, Arathia, who is a child. She's like getting very frazzled. She's like again, I've invested in this bitch again. Like, those are the big information that Fiora has found out. I don't know. I don't know if it's Dark Fury who's getting this incantation. I don't know if Dark Fury is connected to some powers that are getting this incantation. I don't know.
Dark Fury's from the Grove, isn't he? He said so when you were talking to him, Shay.
He implied, yes. He definitely has similar magic that I do. But it's different. It's darker. It's stronger. It's... I don't want to say twisted.
He can just take blood. He took mine.
Didn't you say that he got all weird when you talked about Serafima and the diamonds and whatever?
Yes.
Shay, didn't you say you saw, and Willow as well saw, something with red arms coming out of it when you saw the...
Yes, it sounds exactly like the person I saw speaking with the beast.
So Dark Fury has the diamond from the Fight Club?
Yes, which is exactly what he wanted.
So we assumed that the diamond that Serafima kept after we won Skinball, she used it to make us goblins. Right? We assumed that was the wish, but when we were trapped there, we were held prisoner in the polished wall. We escaped. That's why we're here. Cinnamon sensed another diamond there. Does that mean that Dark Fury has the Chaos The Chaos...
No!
So Serafima has the new diamond and Dark Fury has the Chaos diamond.
I guess so.
Whether or not Serafima knows that Dark Fury has the Chaos diamond is up in the air, but it hasn't been used yet. Right, Shay?
I still feel it, so I don't think it has been.
I doubt if Dark Fury has been puppeting the Rousseaus for a century plus that Dark Fury would ever tell Serafima.
Well, Serafima didn't know what the diamonds did until we tried to make a wish on it in front of her. So Dark Fury never told her that the diamonds she was giving away were wishes.
Right.
On another note, should we be worried about Casimir?
And where he might be?
Yes. He told me he was going to meet up with somebody to go to the Onyx Obscurity.
Yeah, that sounds like... I think it's Darian.
Why?
Because when we talked, the last part of our conversation was that he said he was going with someone else that we knew who could disguise themselves, and Darian is the biggest person we know that can do that.
Also, Darian did go to the Onyx Obscurity previously to
Yeah.
gather information, so they probably have a contact there.
Yeah, they told us they have a contact there, so...
Yeah.
Does that mean that Darian's also trapped?
Darian's probably trapped.
And you're all goblins.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What if we try to cast...
I have this thing, though. We just need to get our bodies back and fight them in order to...
Yeah.
So how would have Serafima gotten another diamond? I doubt Arathia would give her one. Darian was the one that was like in canoodles with Cornelia, yes?
Mm-hmm.
If we're assuming that Arathia just has possession of diamonds, do we think that maybe Darian tried to crave a boon with Serafima to save Cornelia?
He might.
Okay.
Darian didn't seem like the kind of person to do that. They kind of stuck to their own thing, and...
I mean, their own thing was spread out everywhere.
Yeah,
so
but
that's possible.
they didn't fuck with Arathia. No one does.
I don't know. We met with them that one time and they said they were going to the 11th to talk to a contact. Doesn't mean it was Arathia. But then, Wash, Darian really liked Connie, right?
I mean, yeah. It's possible that Darian tried to help Connie some way, and being spread everywhere, being able to disguise themselves as whoever and get in might have got them over their head. I think Darian might have been more connected with the Onyx Obscurity than I thought. I think Darian used to be a spy of Arathia's.
Of course they did.
Oh.
Do you think that they are foolish and... Well,
I think if they like Connie as much as I'm now realizing they clearly did, they might be willing to do whatever to save her.
And if Arathia had a bunch of diamonds, that is how Serafima has gotten now her second. Potentially. Is what you're saying.
Excellent.
Do we really think that Darian would be stupid enough to think if I carry a diamond to this person, they would actually deal?
Have you ever been madly in love?
She looks away.
Trying something's better than hoping they don't die.
But knowing Darian, they would have put a tracker or some sort of other device on it to honestly double-cross them.
Which also means if Arathia through Casimir is looking for Darian, Darian's in trouble.
Why not just use the diamond to wish Connie's freedom?
I don't think Darian knows that the diamonds... Not many people know that. Maybe Darian went to Serafima and said, "What do you want?" And Serafima said, "Oh, a diamond." And Darian... Oh, wait. Serafima only just found out the diamond, so how would she have gotten one from Darian? Unless Darian offered it up, not just knew it was important to Arathia. It doesn't really matter, I guess.
So that could mean that Connie's out, but now Darian's in trouble because they're with Casimir, who's not Casimir, and they're going to the Onyx Obscurity.
Or it could mean they're both dead.
Or captured. All of the above.
And our bodies are all at the polished wall.
Mm-hmm. And we're still goblins! Hey!
It's good to know all of this, but we can't really do anything about it until we get our bodies back, so...
Mm-hmm.
Any thoughts?
I mean, who do we think would be the easiest person to return to their body?
Well, I know damn sure that we have to get mine back before I take a serum.
Mm-hmm.
Because otherwise it's going to be really, really challenging.
Or would that make you a really easy target to get your body back?
Before you take a serum.
Well, two options. One, we get my body back before I take a serum, and then I'm able to help more. Or we wait until this person potentially takes too many, and maybe I die. So, we don't know. It's a very fine line we're teetering, but...
But if you get your body back first, that means you then have to repossess that from the goblin that is now back in its body.
Before we continue doing this thing, and she's just meandering her hands, can we, can somebody, actually I can, Adeline, can you get the scrying orb? And you watch as Helena goes, "Oh yeah, I haven't touched that in a while." She brings out something that looks basically like a crystal ball. Who knows Darian the best? I feel like if I start scrying on Arathia, Casimir, Arathia, she'll know. Who knows Darian the best?
I know Carlisle well, but Wash knows Darian.
Alright, well, why don't the two of you just put your hands on and I'll cast scry and hopefully we can see what the fuck is going on. She watches, as she just, whispers something that, crawls down her arm onto the crystal ball, and it kind of, makes this smoke in it, and she just says, "Focus on Darian." Both of you roll a wisdom check.
16.
12.
That is what you needed, so that still works.
Girl.
You watch as the shadow kind of forms into this city at night, as you see Darian is standing there, full of changeling self, and off the distance you see Casimir waltzing up to Darian.
That doesn't seem that far, that's in the 11th.
Okay.
Do we not want to help him? Well then?
I'm sorry,
Should we do that?
Hey, Fiora, we're besties now. Can you look at me for real quick? I don't know if you're taking this all in. We're goblins
Yeah,
right now?
understand that.
Yeah, so what do you want us to do?
Yeah, you seem capable.
It'd be nice if we had our normal bodies back.
Right.
I don't think we can literally do anything until we...
As I told you all, your bodies are still in the polished wall. So unless you...
And that's a bad thing.
Yeah.
We're giving more time for them to give all of our information away.
It's like you got worse as goblins. Okay,
What does that mean?
How will we get better as goblins? This is kind of the weirdest place to be right now.
It's just adult Fiora just... I was like, God damn it.
Look, what do you want us to do? Swarm Casimir? I mean, you summon fire against my ability.
I'm sorry, are we actually debating, should we go to the polished wall right now with just the 6 of you and me, and maybe Hellowana? Or should we go maybe save my brother and also get Darian so we have at least 2 more bodies on our side, because that will be the same direction as going to the polished wall as a next stop?
I mean, unless...
What I'm hearing is 2 grown adults not being able to support themselves, and all of us about to die.
It's like you became children. I'll just go. You know, you don't need my help. Why do I need to be here? No. You all seem to be very capable. I'll go on my own.
No, this is the complete opposite of what we're talking about. We're not capable right now.
I'm not here to be your fucking leash guards. I'm walking away to help my brother and then maybe figure out what the fuck's going on the polished wall. If you'd like to join me, you can. I'm not babysitting. And she's like turning towards the stairs.
We just don't know how we could be of any help if we're like this. Like, if we do go and something goes wrong, we're gonna be dead. Like, we will be killed.
Right! Which is why I'm saying we should get back up!
Are you ready to do all the heavy lifting to get Casimir not possessed by Arathia? Like, is that
do you all know that I could probably one-on-one kill any of you by myself?
Yeah, that's what...
That's the problem!
No, you're not listening! I am going to get back up! You can follow me like children do to parents! And then we'll go to the polished wall. Jeez! Would you like it just me, or would you like 3 other people with me?
I'm asking, are you ready to deal with Casimir and Darian? Because us alone...
No, I'd like the little goblins that are less than 3 feet tall to help. No, follow me, because we're all going to the polished wall. I will get my brother back, because it's just a fucking gem, and then we will have Darian and Hellowana, so there's 4 people helping tiny people, instead of just me. Does that not make sense to any of you?
That sounds good to me.
Or would you like to go, all of us right now, just me and you 6 to the polished wall? I don't think that's a smart idea.
If Casimir kills any of us, I'm just saying it's on you. And then she gets up and is ready to leave.
To be fair, I was just a little confused as to what the exact plan was, but now that you explain it, it does make sense.
Terrence's goblin is pissing.
Yeah, don't have to fight Casimir, and I just was confused as to how you thought we were going to be helpful, but now that you say it like that, I understand. So, yeah, sure, let's go.
If someone were to use Shocking Grasp on Terrence's goblin right now, it would electrocute the piss underneath it.
Right.
And I don't like it when everyone yells. She starts to walk.
Fiora's plan is she's going to find, somewhere that she can, she still has the scry up, and she's kind of looking at the area, and she's kind of trying to study it, and she probably actually puts the scry in front of Hellowana to be study this and try to figure out where that is, so we can just teleport there. You hear Hellowana go, oh, I know where they are! They're at the corner of Fulton, so that's actually not too far. Do you want me to start casting now? And Fiora's like, yes, please. As you see Hellowana starts to cast this circle, and it's starting to appear under her, very similar to what Hal did when you guys were in Carpetted. Hellowana kind of you guys can come in and just hold hands, So, yeah, so you watch as Hellowana as you guys kind of all, in this quick mist of green, get teleported. A slight smell of sulfur as you guys are transported to this, small little corner courtyard, almost. And standing there, you see Casimir talking to Darian. And Darian's, backing up from Casimir, and you kind of hear Darian go, I don't know who the fuck you are, so I'm just saying, just back up. I don't know who you are or what you want, but I'm sure we can figure this out. Darian, you know exactly who I am. As you hear from Casimir's mouth, Arathia's voice come out. And you see Darian kind of well, I don't know. Well, why are you talking to me here? We could have met somewhere else. Why here? And she started, he is starting to say things, but Fiora and Finley make a perception check. What'd you get?
4.
Yeah. Fiora got a 10. Finley? You think you can go behind Casimir and try to find that gem in one of his pockets?
I am
confident that I am small enough to not be detected behind him. I am not so confident that my...
Okay, well, you have time now. You watch as Fiora kind of, like, walks forward, and you see, like, from her hand, this, like, symbol appear as she starts to say some verbal components, and you watch as, like, from, like, her hand, this, like, raspberry color of arcane magic appears as you see what looks like these chains that kind of, like, come out of her hand, and she is trying to cast Hold Person on Casimir. So, let's see if he succeeds. You watch as the chains kind of go around Casimir and kind of, like, link him up almost like in, like, mummy style, and then have, like, a big ball and chain that just falls to the ground. As you're running up, you can get another perception roll. Finley?
Finley is goblin sprinting.
11?
11? That's enough. So you'll go into his right pocket and you'll feel a gem in there as you pull out this purple gem.
Oh, sorry, buddy.
You just hear everything go, do not break that. I swear. And you just...
Crash.
Yeah.
I throw it on the ground.
Yeah, as you just see, like... And Casimir will just fall over, unconscious. You watch Darian pull out 2, like, scimitars and kind of be like, I'm not fighting any fucking goblins today, I'll tell you that.
Hi, Darian.
Darian.
How the fuck do you know me?
It's the Faded Fates.
The Faded Fates.
No, Darian, it's me, Codex. That's Shay. You know Shay. Just Wash.
Hey, Darian.
To be fair, I don't know who you are.
Finley. Terrence. We're all here.
It's good to see you again.
We got fucked by Serafima.
Don't stab us. We're very fragile right now. What, you can change what you look like, but we can't change? Is that what you're saying?
Change back.
Oh, I don't have that option.
We actually need your help.
Shouldn't there be 7 of you?
That's something else you can help us with.
I've already tried. Which means it didn't work.
Yeah, we're going to get our bodies back and then we're going to get Connie, so if you could help us with that, that would be fantastic.
Well, this is bad, because that means Arathia is now on my tail. Weren't you the bull of the Nerimon Society before you were exiled? And Fiora just, like, shoots Darian a look, and then, like, would you like to walk away free, or would you like to help us? Because I'm not going to be dealing with both today. I guess help. What's going on? Why are your bodies gone?
Oh my god. Let's walk and talk.
Hellowana probably goes up and then picks up Casimir. Talking? What's going on?
Serafima switched our souls with goblin souls, so now goblins are in our bodies, and we are now goblins.
How the fuck did she do that?
So, long story short, you remember when we were talking about gods and shit and you didn't want to know about it?
Yes.
That is a much bigger problem than we originally anticipated. So, those gods are trapped in diamonds, and the big diamonds cast wishes, and those wishes don't have any consequences, and so Serafima used one of those diamonds that she stole from us.
These white diamonds don't end up having gold wires wrapped around them, do they?
Yeah, did you by chance give someone one?
Yes, I thought I would get Cornelia back.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm sorry, so I can know about Cornelia than you 6-2?
As you can see, we're goblins and can't really do much to help.
No, I'm not saying that, obviously Wash, darling. I know that. What I'm saying is, with the Rabble Peanut Gallery, I didn't know that it did that. I just tried to get Cornelia back. So I don't know why I'm getting judgment.
I mean, to be fair, this is a judgment-free zone because Serafima also got a diamond because she threatened Connie's life, so, I mean, I guess we're all in the same boat.
Yeah. Okay. Alright, so... You have, like, big support to go get Serafima right now? Because we're walking towards the 9th, I assume.
You're our support. You're looking at it.
And, like, looks at Fiora, and Fiora just, like, looks at Darian, like, with just cold, dead eyes.
Not looking at him.
What's the plan, then?
We've got an army of 10, 6 of them being goblins. We're going to go to the polished wall. We're going to get our bodies
That one's
back.
knocked out.
We got an army of 9 minus 1, and we're going to go to the polished wall. We're going to get our bodies back, and we're going to beat Serafima. That's a huge thumbs up. I was so excited.
And I hold up the mirror, and this is a tool that we can, a surprise tool that we can use later that will help us.
Helena, can you make up my brother, please? Oh, yeah, sure.
Shake him.
You probably find, like, a stone bench nearby, and she, like, lays him on the stone bench, and you watch as she'll kind of, like, search through her, like, dress that has, like, pockets all over it, and she'll take out what looks kind of like this little capsule that she'll break under his nose. Like, almost smelling.
Yeah.
You watch as Helena kind of, like, breaks the smelling salt under Casimir's nose and kind of... It's not like... He just... What's going on?
You were possessed by Arathia.
What? Wait, who are the goblins? Sorry? How many people?
Oh, we're the Goblin 5.
There's 6 of you.
We're the faithful.
We can't count, we're goblins. Oops.
You guys are all at the polished wall.
No.
No.
Well,
They're the polished wall.
Yeah, a flesh pots are.
Kind of hazy, but I do remember you all saying or being requested to go to the polished wall. I was pretty sure your brother went with them.
Oh.
As well as the one named Hal that I did some research on. The one with the glasses.
Why?
The one in my body requests that, because typically he would never.
Yeah, it seemed like you were all kind of like ready to go. So
we should go. We should go. As quickly as possible, we should go. Everybody pick up rocks along the way, because that's how we're going to do this.
Alright, so you guys all, yet again, sit in another circle as Halawana used teleportation. As you watch for her, like this raspberry color of the circle appears beneath you, as it almost smells like perfume when you guys go through. As you guys kind of, and you're in a, it's kind of dark. There is a magical darkness about the room, so you can only kind of see a little bit into this hall that you had your party in, where you first met Issa all those months ago. You can see further out their silhouettes, and past them is the opening to the cliffside into the wilds, as you remember from your jumping off time. You hear just kind of like you hear the very like
Slow clap.
love song. Listen, I have to. It's so fun. Well, took you long enough
I
to...
start clapping.
Took you all long enough to return back to where you should have been this entire time, which caused some change of plans. And you watch as she kind of snaps her finger, and this whole time you see the reflection of Serafima's eyes. As she snaps her fingers, and you see these basins above kind of light up, and you'll see or not basins, but like braziers that you remember that were there, that they light up in a row, and you see, again, there still is magical darkness, but it like cuts the room on your left and right. So you can kind of see the pillars, but not exactly, that you remember from when you were in there before. You just see sitting there is Serafima, Mr. Braugrim, Eileen Brisea, and Neldor Shra, as well as in like a just a regular standing cage, Cornelia Rousseau, your friend Connie. She is like very weak. She's very beaten, battered, and bloody. So, Fiora de Marta, what are we doing here? You should be on the run somewhere, I assume? And Fiora just kind of like rolls her eyes and ignores Serafima, and Serafima just goes, continuing on. So, I say we cut a deal. I will not kill you, and I'll return your body and your friend to you. If you give me the diamonds you find. I'll do it right now.
There aren't any more.
That's interesting because I just got one. And you watch this, like, behind her, she pulls the diamond that she got from Darian. So then you will find the others, and you will give them to me. I will allow one Cornelia, Connie, whatever you call her at this point, to attend with you in your current state, and once I have the remaining diamonds, I will give you your bodies back. At least you have some manpower, and it looks like you have allies, so...
Well, they're busy, and we can't do much in this form.
I don't think any of us really want to strike a deal with you, to be honest.
Okay, then I kill her. And you watch as this blood spear comes out of like the ground, and she's pointing it at Connie's neck, and Connie's just like, "Don't fucking listen to her, just do it then." And you watch as she's putting it close to Connie's neck, like as she's about to pierce. And you watch as Darian like immediately crumbles and like, don't do that. So is it a deal then?
What, that we stay as goblins?
Just for however long it takes you to find them, yeah.
We can't get diamonds while we're goblins.
Of course you can. You are all so talented.
The diamonds were risky enough with our actual bodies.
Then you might just have to be a little bit more careful.
We're not good at that.
Okay. You watch as part of the magical darkness goes away as you see the 6 of you all walk out in weird formation. Then I kill them as well. You get the next diamond. I'll get your bodies back. The last diamond. And we're good.
So what you're saying is if we say yes, you'll let Connie come with us?
Yes.
As goblins.
Yeah, well, she won't be one, but yes.
And you'll hold on to our actual bodies and do whatever the fuck you want with them.
I'll keep them right here. Scout's honor.
You weren't a Girl Scout.
Where are all the rest of the people that you summoned here?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I think you do.
Why not just send our bodies like they are now to go get the diamonds?
Here's what we'll do then. I'll give you back your bodies, as well as Cornelia, if we make a pact in blood, as a promise.
What's your idea of this pact?
A simple promise made between us that you get your diamonds and give them to me.
And the fine print?
The fine print is just found in blood magic.
If we sign in goblin blood, would that be... The magic would be tied to the goblins, not us?
Correct, yes.
So Terrence is gonna say, okay, take the sword away from Connie, and we'll sign the pact.
Can I get a resounding hurrah and okay from the rest of the five?
Hurrah and okay.
Like, Terrence, like, looks at all of it, like, everyone, and is like, gives me trust me eyes.
Fine.
Let's do it.
Sure.
Okay.
She dissipates the spear, the blood spear, as you watch it kind of like stretch out like wires as it connects to all of the 6 of your actual bodies and to the goblins' bodies. And then to her hands, it's like it like collabs in the middle as if she's like making something. There's one to Connie's hand as well. You're all agreeing to give me the diamonds you find, yes?
I agree to give you the diamonds that I find.
Okay. You watch as it like this bright blood, like this bright red light goes through the sphere and into Wash's hand, and the goblin Wash's hand.
Sure.
Through Codex.
Okay.
Into Terrence. He says, Shay, Finley? Connie goes, whatever. Into Connie's hand.
She's kind of like looking at Issa and Shay just to be like, any ideas, or are we doing it?
Terrence, like, looks at them again and is like, just nods.
Sure, I agree to bring you whatever diamonds I personally find.
We'll bring you the next diamonds that I find.
Same.
Good. And just to sweeten the deal a bit, and you watch as the darkness drops as... Let me get out my list.
Oh no.
Sitting down in, like, chained in these tables, you see Dogma, Yelena, Hal, Sham, Maud, Estella, Rory, Safi, Kirik, and Lily. And I promise I'll let you have the last diamond to also bring them all back to life. But to seal this blood ritual, you watch as, like, a string of red just cuts through all of their necks as blood starts to pour out of them and blood starts seeping into the middle of the floor. And Serafima has it all drawing towards her. And that is where we're going to end today's episode.
Fuck that!
So we're killing her now.
So we're killing her right the fuck now!
The wording is...
The Table is Yours releases episodes in video and podcast format every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Pacific. You can follow The Table is Yours everywhere by the handle @TTIYDND. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you at the table next time.